the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. A give to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the gun, give to Hardy. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go to the counter. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Boley. Under fire. He's got the back in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Keep it on the ground, it's Brown. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talked to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Simmons. He's got him this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Hit as he throws. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Simmons to the air again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and beat.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, with the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Back to pass, it's Boley. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Makes a connection. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Sun Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Under fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Snagged out of the air. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Quickly to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Throwing Simmons. Bringing the heat. And they got it. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Running inside. It's Roberts. Knocked off his feet.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Sweet cut there. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's Simmons to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Quick strike complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He slings it deep to the left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Simmons throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Lee. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Again, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Fires quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fourth down, Simmons. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will